Good day, everyone. I am Elizabeth Ramos, and I will be the first reporter of Group 4 about Lesson 5 Writing Application Letter and Resume. My assigned topic is the solicited application letter with samples. But before anything else, we have here the lesson objectives. At the end of this lesson, the student should be able to identify an application letter, know the elements of a cover letter, and determine the solicited application letter. What is an application letter? Application letter or cover letter is an instrument written by a person purposely to seek for a job or promotion. It is usually the first item an employer reads from the applicant and one of the most important documents will ever write after finishing college. So again, we need to write an application letter to apply or seek for a job or promotion. Then how do we write an application letter? In writing application letter, begin by identifying the position you want and by telling specifically when and how you heard about it. Because a company may have several job openings, it is good practice to begin the cover letter by identifying the position you want and by telling specifically when and how you heard about it. Next, briefly refer to an aspect of your resume that is particularly relevant to that position. This part, you will emphasize your personal qualities and qualifications convincingly. Here you project an image of your personality. It is your chance to explain how you see yourself fitting into the organization and show to the manager how valuable you will be. And end the cover letter by stating your desire for an interview. At the end of the letter, talk about your availability for the job, where you can be contacted, and when you are going to contact the hiring person for an appointment to discuss your application. And remember the following: keep the cover letter brief, avoid repeating what is in the resume, follow the standard business letter guidelines. The cover letter may be either solicited or unsolicited. A solicited application letter responds to a bulletin or advertisement. An applicant will apply for jobs advertised in print or by word of mouth, while an unsolicited application letter just takes a chance if ever there is an opening. The applicant will write prospective letters to organizations that have not advertised but might need someone like him or her. It is very essential to note that apply only for a job upon knowing from any reliable source or through bulletin that a position exists. As applicants, we should avoid sending application letters if we are not sure that a job vacancy exists. Otherwise, the letter will be kept on file only. Here are the things to take note in order to have a comprehensive application letter. In paragraph 1, it should contain your intention to apply. It is stated briefly. In paragraph 2, it should tell us essential background such as education, course, honors, experience, eligibility, and further education and training. It sounds, I believer, very subjective or self-exalting. Paragraph 3 enumerates at least three reference persons who shall favorably disclose information regarding the applicant. It is objective because other persons may cast confidential information about the applicant referred to them. And paragraph 4 states with anticipation that the applicant will be given chance to speak for himself before the employer. This application letter may be sent with or without personal data sheet. Now let's take a look to the sample application letters and the key elements of a cover letter. So the first sample letter was written by Alona Simuelo, seeking for the position as budget specialist, and the second sample letter was written by me, seeking for a part-time sewer position. Now let me discuss the elements or part of the application letter. First, heading or letterhead. So It is composed of name, current home address, telephone number, and email address. Then a single space after the heading or letterhead. Next, date. So, the day the applicant write his or her letter. So, he or she can write it first the month, day, year, or day, month, years. Then a single space after the date. Third, inside address. Including a specific name can get your letter and resume to the hiring manager more quickly and can be an effective personal touch. While if you are applying for an advertised position that does not give a name to contact, call the company and ask to the department manager's name. Then a double space after the inside address. In part, salutation. We choose the appropriate way to address the contact person. So we address Mr. Sir if a man's name is the contact, Mrs., Miss, or Ma'am if a woman's name is the contact, or their prospective employer if there is no contact name. And we use a comma if the letter is more personal and friendly letter, while colon is used in writing business letters, then double space after the salutation. Then, fifth, the body of the letter. So, it composed of four paragraphs. The first one, paragraph 1, so the opening paragraph. Tell how you learn about the position. It is stated briefly and it contains your intention to apply, then a single space after the paragraph 1. The next paragraph 2, the middle paragraph, so it gives a summary of your background and critical skills or hard skills that make you qualified for the position. Then the first sample is for the applicants with experience, while the sample 2 are for applicants with no experience. Then a single space after the paragraph 2. The next paragraph 3. So second middle paragraph can be used to demonstrate your persuasive skills or soft skills. Then a single space after the paragraph 3, and last the paragraph 4 states with anticipation that the applicant will be given chance to speak for himself before the employer. If you have no contact name, you may simply want to intricate your anticipation for a response in this part of the letter. And thank you the person to whom you are writing for his or her time and consideration of your application. Then a double space after the body of the letter. Then 6, the complementary clause. So this is the plural part of the letter that signals the ending of the message. It can be very truly yours, very sincerely yours, and very respectively yours. Then 4 single spaces after the complementary clause. In the last one, signature over printed name. So you should type your name because it is required, and on the line below it, your title, but it is optional. Now, let's have the other considerations in writing an application letter. For paper and printing, use white or ivory 20 to 25 pounds, 8 1/2 by 11 bond paper printed on one side only. So in short, short bond paper and a full black style format. Use the same paper for resume, cover letter, and envelopes if possible. And make sure that there is no shadowing or dirty marks from your printer on the papers. Next, for error prevention, follow instructions in employment ads or recruitment directions. Proofread, look for spelling and formatting errors. Make sure recipient's name, company name, and title are correctly spelled in the letter and on the envelope. Proofread again. Have another person proofread your letter and resume. Be sure there are no errors of fact. Sign in blue or black ink. Keep a copy of the cover letter and resume for your records, and follow up with a phone call about 5 days after expected delivery. Then, for layout and design, follow standard cover letter format. Keep the cover letter to one page. Set margins at 1 and 1/2 inch. Use a simple, easy to read font style 10 to 14 point, such as Times, Courier, or Helvetica, and use bold-face italics, all caps and underlining, but don't overdo it. Then for planning and tone, tailor each cover letter to one specific position. Use industry jargon specific to your career field. Identify the employer's keywords and use them. Make all statements positive. Check the tone by asking yourself if each sentence leaves a positive impression. Show originality but not cuteness. Use action verbs and phrases, and sound determined and confident, not desperate. And for style, organize context in a reasonable and logical order. Use correct grammar. Keep sentences short. Use short words and simple language. Make every word count. Punctuate using commas, dashes, and periods. And for the last one, the content, focus on the employer's need for a worker rather than your need for a job. Tell how your skills and personal qualities match the employer's needs. Focus on what you can do for the employer and how you contribute to the organization. Show you have researched the company, double check these facts, and be specific, avoid general statements. And we have next lesson, the solicited application letter. So, what is a solicited application letter? A solicited application letter is a letter a person writes requesting for an interview for a particular job position. It may be used to introduce the applicant to the manager and to highlight the information provided in the resume. So, this type of letter has an announcement or advertisement of the job vacancy. So the following are the principles in writing solicited application letter. An introduction. So create a confident tone by directly stating your reason for writing. Name the exact job, and remember, you are talking to someone. Use you often. In the body, concentrate on what you specifically can bring to this job. Don't come across as a jack of all trades. For conclusion, restate your interest in the job. Emphasize your flexibility and willingness to retrain, and review other important personal qualities. And revision. Never settle for a first drop or even a second or third. And because this letter is your model for letters serving a variety of circumstances, it must be your best effort. Now, imagine you are looking for a better job after working for 6 months in a fast food chain. In the Manila Bulletin's business page, you read this advertisement and decide to apply. The advertisement: Cargo Management Openings. Alder Marquee Philippines Company is accepting applicants for various positions at our new cargo terminal in Parañaque City. Applicants must be holders of any of the following degrees from our reputable institution: BS Commerce, BS in Business Administration, majors in Accounting, Management and Marketing, BS Customs Administration, AB Mass Communication, BS Legal Management and BS Tourism. Experience not necessary. Company will train qualified applicants. Please apply on or before October 28, 2004 to John Albert Roldan, Human Resource Development Officer, Aldar Marquee Philippines Company, Aldar Marquee Towers, Sucat, Parañaque City. So the letter would be like this. 24 Barangay San Pascual, Tavalera, Nueva Ecija, November 8, 2004. Mr. John Albert Roldan, Human Resource Department Officer, Aldermarque, Philippines Company, Sucat, Parañaque City. Dear Mr. Roldan, please consider my application for cargo supervisor at your Parañaque terminal. I graduated with a degree of Bachelor of Science in Commerce, major in Marketing from St. Louis University in Baguio City in March 2002. Professor Alex U. Avelos, my English professor for 2 semesters at Wesleyan University, Philippines, told me of his experience further encouraged me to apply. For 2 years, I worked as a desk clerk at LBC Transpac, Burgos Avenue, Cabanatuan City. My experience with LBC Company has given me training in the routine work of cargo shipment and customer relations in a variety of situations with a clear and practical understanding of customers' needs and expectations. As a desk clerk, I know of the effort, attention, and patience required to accept and deliver cargo to various destinations worldwide. Also, my domestic travel with LBC might be useful in your cargo business. I am confident of my managerial ability and determined to succeed in the cargo shipment field. My experience and education have strengthened the most vital skills any manager can have to work well with others and to respond creatively to changes, challenges, and added responsibilities. I will make the most of my employment with Alder Market Philippines and feel confident that I will be an asset. Would you phone me at 044-655-42 about possible placement? Yours truly, Jamel Alok. So, the letter should be like this. So, the same with the application letter, but the format is different. Only the letter or the heading and date and then the complementary clause and the signature of our printed name will be placed at the right side of the short bond paper and the inside address, salutation, and body of the letter will be placed on the left side of the short bond paper. And these are the references I use in this report. Next reporter will be Miss Picoladas, and that would be all. Thank you.